My name is Kenneth William Bryant. I've been in the renovating game for 18 years. An investor for 15. I have done a total of 36 renovations. I take homes that look like this and turn them into this. Welcome to Catapulting Change. Yo, what's up? It's your boy KB with Catapulting Change Academy. Today is Wake Up Wednesday. Listen, guys, it's time to wake up. I know some of you probably haven't even made out of bed yet. Some of you are still struggling to get out of bed. I'm not going to lie, it was a little struggle today. I got some things going on, but I'm going to Life Med tomorrow, get myself right, get that IV up in me, get a nice electrical massage so I can get my muscles ready for the upcoming week. So no excuses. We got to take care of ourselves, guys. However that looks, whatever you got to do, that's what you need to do. You have to get yourself right so that you can go out here and get other people right. Otherwise, you ain't never going to get right. And I'm trying to tell you guys that it doesn't matter what day it is. I don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, look, I still enjoy my life, and I can't stress this enough because some people have told me that you work too much. I don't believe in that. I believe you must grind around the clock if you're hungry. Now, when you're not hungry anymore, then look, guys, you want to work 8 hours, that's fine. But if you're struggling, if you can't figure out how to pay your rent, if you can't figure out how to take that dream vacation, if you can't afford to get that basement done, if you can't do those kitchen upgrades, if you can't pay your credit cards, if you can't even take care of your car payment where you're going to lose your job if you lose your car, then you got no right crying, complaining, or blaming anybody else or trying to get 8 hours sleep each day. You must sacrifice your sleep in order to get up out of that hole. Trust me, guys, I've been working 16, 18, 20-hour days for over 15 years. And I have no problem doing it again. Matter of fact, I'm starting a project tomorrow evening where I have to go and do an epoxy application, allow it to sit up for 4 or 5 hours, come back and do it again because I got the owner staying at a hotel for the renovation so that nobody's walking in it, nobody's destroying it because it's a 4-step process and you got to make sure that it's done correctly. So I got to sacrifice some sleep, a little bit of family time. But if the family wants to come with me, they can come with me. If not, they stay home. But I got to make those sacrifices. It's not an everyday thing. The pain is temporary. You have got to push through the pain, guys. If you're out here being soft, crying and complaining, you got to look yourself in the mirror and blame yourself for all your failures. That's nobody else's fault. It's because you're soft. Every time you hit a roadblock, you stay in the bed. Every time somebody gets loud with you or yells at you, it's the end of the world. You can't move for a week. You're paralyzed. Who cares? Look, I deal with stuff every single day. I just fired 3 people yesterday. I just brought some more people. It's just a repetitive event. There's always going to be issues. There's always going to be problems in your life, in your business, in your relationships. But it's how you deal with those problems. Do you come up with solutions? Do you have a team that understands your processes, your principles, your way of doing things? And if you don't know what none of that stuff is, guys, then you need to get a coach or a mentor. Because until you get structure in your life, you're never ever going to be successful. Now, listen, I have coach and mentors. I have spent over $500,000 to this day, and it could be more. That's an idea that I have. We're actually looking at all of these different things because it's important for me to know what has happened yesterday, what has happened, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 5, 10 years ago. What I do with that now, look, I don't live in the past, but I take past data to make better strategies moving forward to be able to do what I got to do. And it's really simple, guys. It's basic. Life is just numbers. It's just numbers. I don't care if it's amount of bananas you got to get. I don't care if it's the grocery list. At some point you got to use numbers in order to do anything, to take that first step, to buy that first car, to take that vacation. It's associated with numbers. As long as you understand the numbers game and you know how to make things move and you develop skills that allows you to become a cash flow king and then you invest that into residual passive income, that's where you start to live the lifestyle that you will live. But you also got to think untraditionally. And that's where I come in, guys. Look, today I'm going to have special guest Shanna Bryant. She is my wife. She's my business partner. She's an investor. She's a private money lender. She's a real estate agent. She's going to finish up her RN. She's about to have her accounting degree. She's out here making it happen just like me. But of course, we have became that power couple. I'm going to go ahead and bring her in right now, guys. Hey, wifey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How you feeling today?
Great.
So I'm gonna allow you to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. Just let them know, where you're from, what you do, how you do it, and anything else you would like to say.
Well, I'm Kenneth's wife. I'm a realtor with Remax First Choice. I work with everybody: investors, renters, first-time home buyers. I do multiple transactions with repeat customers as well, which is good. Referrals, important. Uh, I I also help Kenneth with Catapult and Change as far as the bookkeeping. And I am in school right now for accounting, so I can better understand it and do a better job at it.
I love it. Look, you're out here making it happen. I don't know if anybody's told you this before, but I'm proud of you. Like seriously, nationally, in the audience, everyone around, I am proud. You're making it happen, and that's the thing. Things may not be happening as fast as I would like, or as fast as you would like, or as fast as anybody would like. But the most important thing is that we're making progress, and that's another thing I want to touch on, guys. Is becoming that power couple is always been a goal of mine. It's a true benefit to have someone that you can rely on and trust through anything. Most importantly, it's these relationships that you're building out here. If you can't trust or be honest with each other, then there's no way you can become better. There's no way that you can become the best version of you because you're living a lie. And if you're living a lie, and look, I'm here to tell you that I used to live a lie. I was never perfect. I will never be perfect, but I focus on the progress. I focus on getting more education. I focus on making smarter decisions, better investments, building teams, systems, automation, marketing, advertising, cash flow, residual passive income. You see where I'm going with that? It's a matter of getting your mind right, but getting your body right. But most importantly, you got to get that team next, and that's the stage that I'm in, guys. I've been, like I said, most of my life, 22 years doing construction and 15 years as an investor. I bought my first house at 19 years old, uneducated then, so I lost that house. But that's okay. These lessons, of loss, of hardships, are necessary in order for you to become successful. You cannot go out here and think that it's a perfect world. You have to expect loss, but realize that there's no such thing as can't. That's another big problem. There's a few terms and vocabulary words that you guys are using in your household that need to be erased from the dictionary, like right away. Can't is one of them. Can't does not exist in my household. If you say you can't, then you're lying, or you're just super lazy, or you don't care, or you don't want to make progress. I don't know what it is. That's something you have to figure out because I'm not you. But if you say can't, you're a lie. If I had just one arm and my left arm is gone and my legs, I will still make it happen, guys. I will create something with a rope where I can at least grab one with the one arm and I can get one from one place to the other, or I'll just go in a chair, whatever. But I'm not going to stop and sit on the couch and cry, and this and that. I'm a very high risk guy. I snowboard, I motocross, I skydive, I flip houses, I start businesses, I keep starting more businesses, I keep taking other partnerships, I keep raising more capital, I keep investing more. I'm just a very high risk guy. If I'm not stretched every single day in ways that most of you may never discover, you can if you listen to me, but you got to eliminate the fear. The fear is a created illusion, guys. It does not exist. It's like telling a story. Fear, every time you think about fear, you have to realize that it hasn't even happened yet. You haven't even done anything. You haven't even got off the porch to go in the field. You're still sitting on the couch. You're still on the sidelines talking about what if I lose all my money? What if I lose my car or whatever that is that you might lose? You have got to stop making excuses because that's what that is. It's just an excuse. It doesn't exist. That's one thing I don't have is fear. The only thing I fear, guys, is that everything that I built will be lost from the next generation. What I'm doing is making sure that every generation after me don't have to worry about anything. When I say anything, they don't have to worry about anything. If the grandson comes to me and says, "Hey," he's not going to say, "I want to start a restaurant," because he's around me. He's going to say, "I need to start this restaurant like yesterday or June 20th of 2023." I'm going to invest in that restaurant, man. I don't care. I don't have this mindset that it's going to fail. I could care less if it fails, if it succeeds. The thing is, I'm in a different category now. I'm in a different universe. You know what I'm saying? It's where anything that I do, I'm going to be successful at it now because I developed the mental mindset. My body's in the condition to sustain all the hard work that I put myself through. And I'm focusing on that balance, that freedom, spending more time, structuring your days, family time, vacation time. Well, one of my goals this year is to travel once a month. And that's what I've been doing every month. This month, I'm going to Turks and Caicos in March. It's absolutely incredible. I've been to so many different countries, and I feel like I'm just getting started each and every single day. Each and every single day. I'm never ever going to get to the point where I believe I know it all or I believe I've successfully completed it all. I told you guys earlier, it's just numbers. It's just numbers. So get it out of your mind. If you never made 1.6 million and your goal is to make 1.6 million, trust me, you're going to go through some pain in order to make that because you haven't done it before. It's just like if you go from 1.6 million to 3.5 million, same thing. You're going to experience some pain. You've never done it before. Now, once you do it, oh, wow, I know what to expect now. Now you create a plan. Now you have all the data necessary. So, Shanna, coming back to you. By the way, if you guys love what you're hearing, is if this is inspiring you, if this is motivating, if this is getting you fired up to close this week out successful without any excuses, please feel free to love this, like it, share it, hate it. I don't care. Please leave me some feedback, put some comments, questions in the chat box, and I will get back to you. I will follow up with you. Feel free to private message me. Feel free to message Shanna if you're interested in buying a house, selling a house. Maybe you got an investment property, you want to pick her brain the traditional way. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to go the untraditional way. We would love to help you guys. So, Shanna, what were things like before you started working with me?
It was pretty difficult. I was living paycheck to paycheck, working 6 nights a week at assisted living, and I honestly believe that the only way I would have gotten out of it was going to school, and only going to school to get a degree from, like get my RN degree. That was my only way out of working. That was out like out of poverty, I guess. It was really really hard.
That's awesome. And I'm going to tell you guys, Shanna's very conservative. It's hard for her to be on this call, but she's doing it. No excuses. I'm proud of you, baby. Keep making it happen. See, some people are conservative. Some people are a little more shy. Some people are a little more timid. But you have to do it because if you don't do it, then you're not going to experience those different emotions. You get to a point where you've done all these things and now the emotions don't really bother you. You still feel it. I still feel shaky. My heart beats fast. But when you feel that feeling, that means you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing. You're not just sitting there being comfortable, Netflix and chill, or sitting on the couch, or waiting for that, food stamps to come, etc. I've been there, guys. Look, when I speak, I have been there, but I realize there's more in life. And the only way to get there is to push yourself. You have to be uncomfortable. Once you're comfortable, you've accepted the results, the circumstance, the life that you're living, etc. And then you'll get to a point where you start to blame everybody else, and that's not a good area. So I'm here to tell you that you're worth more. You're capable of greatness. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're smart. You're loving. You have to believe these things. If you don't believe it, if you say I don't love anyone, well, guess what? You're not going to love anyone. If you say I love everyone, then you're going to love everyone. It's really that simple, guys. Get to the point where you speak it into existence. Get to the point where you don't make excuses. Get to the point that you do it anyway, knowing that I'm going to fail. Every time I do something, I have to fail first. It's okay. Just take a deep breath. Hmm. Think about it. Get some sleep and do it again until you get the results that you need. That's my biggest problem, guys. I can't. So look, I told you I don't use can't, but I can't quit. I can't do it. That's one thing that I can't do. I can't quit. I have to have success. If I don't, that's when I get depressed. That's when I start to get crazy. That's when I want to do stupid things. That's when I blame other people. But no, as long as I keep busy and I keep going after my goals and I keep making it happen no matter what, experiencing those temporary hardships, the temporary pain, it's okay. The pain is temporary. It could last a day, a night. It could last a whole year, maybe even 6 years for some people. But at some point, you got to come up out of that pain and go and get you a reward for it. You know, a lot of us go through pain and we don't even get a reward for it. When I go through pain, guys, I get rewarded for it. And I'm here to tell you that when I get a reward for it, oh my gosh, does that motivate me? Does that inspire me? Does that make me feel like it's all worth it? Oh yeah, it does. So I'm telling you, go and get yourself a reward for it. Next question, Miss Shanna. How was the experience working with me so far?
It's been great. It really opened my eye to like what's out there. So many opportunities. You just have to go get it, do it. You made me get my you. I mean, I got my real estate license to help you, but in the end, it just opened a whole new door for me, like for financing, like getting making money. It was just it's so crazy. Like I got my real estate license. You gave me my first deal, my first listing to do, and after that, it was just everything. The floodgates open. I started getting referrals. People in the neighborhood reached out to me to list for them as well. I actually felt more confident. I started reaching out to my phone lists that I have, and I ended up getting numerous customers just by that one opportunity you gave me. It boosted me so much.
I love it, and congratulations on taking action on that opportunity. I know it hasn't been easy. It's been frustrating for us both. But without that frustration, without those hardships, without that stress, without those wins, without those losses, there's nothing. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep making it happen. At the end of the day, I didn't make you do anything. The only thing I did was plant the seed. Unless I tie some strings to your arms and your legs and I control those, then I can't make you do anything. I planted the seed which you harvest, so you made it happen. I didn't take that test for the real estate license. I didn't sign that contract that you signed. Um, Being honest, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I teach people. Now, did I? Yes. I can completely do a transaction under my name without any realtor. I'm here to tell you guys that you can do transactions without realtors. You can wholesale. You can assign contracts. I still do those from time to time. I haven't in the last couple of years because right now in this marketplace, I don't compete. I dominate, but I know when I need to dominate. So what I did was I transitioned my energy from real estate over to remodels because I am a licensed contractor. I do kitchen, bathrooms, decks, basements, full renovations, like the stuff that you guys are scared of. Send it my way. No problem. I'm not worried about it. And if you want to learn how to do it, you can join my academy and you can learn how to develop these skills that will allow you not only to become a walking ATM, but to become a bad mother, man. Because when you can do the whole house, you got skills. So, again, that's the power of all of this. At the end of the day, even when you have a mentor, a coach, a wife, a husband, a son, a daughter, it's that person on the other side that's receiving that information, whether or not they go out and make it happen, whether or not they take it serious. And my biggest thing that I've done, and look, way before I charged for my academy, which is still very affordable for people, $495 is nothing, but it is getting ready to go up to $995. I've paid 30, 40, $50,000 for mentorship, but you have to invest in yourself. If you're stuck right now, you have to invest in yourself. And I'm not saying just to hire me as a coach or a mentor. You hire anybody as a coach or a mentor. You have to figure out if it interests you. I can still be of assistance with you. There maybe there's some things that you are more interested in. You need to find somebody else. My specialty is real estate, construction, stocks, forex, land development, agricultural, fitness. So any of those things interest you, this is who you want to go through. I am that person that will hold you accountable. I will continue to plant that seed. And I realize that most seeds don't grow overnight, guys. That's the thing. And look, I'm going to use agriculture as an example to us in life because it's the same. Sometimes what happens is you plant that seed, and because you don't see anything happening whatsoever, every day you're watering it, every day you're giving it sunlight, every day you might even be talking to it, you might be giving it some treats, whatever, a little bit of compost, whatever it is you're doing, and nothing is happening. It's like, man, I'm working so hard every day and I don't see anything happening. What you don't understand is underneath the ground, roots are starting to develop. And once that seed finds its that ground, it's going to start to produce a solid foundation. And from there, that foundation will turn into a first floor, a second floor, a third floor, a fourth floor. And next thing you know, the corn or the tomatoes or the cucumbers are harvesting. It takes time, guys. Keep pushing no matter what. Keep making it happen. Get around people that cause you to grow in ways that you didn't think was possible, and just challenge yourself every single day. Accept failure, but from there, realize success is not that far away. But it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. Shanna, I got two more questions for you, and we're going to end this around 30 minutes. So I'll stop around the 28th minute mark. But, anyways, the third question is, what's the number one thing that impacted the way you conduct business?
It would be discipline. It's very important to have discipline as far as setting a schedule. Before, if you'd asked me 2 years ago if I could have juggled all of these things that I do now, I would have said no. But having discipline and setting schedules out for everything, going to school, bookkeeping, real estate, it's made everything manageable. It makes everything more easy. You don't feel overwhelmed. It's very important to have that discipline in what you do.
I agree. That's awesome. That's actually one of my favorite words, guys, is discipline. You have to get to a point where you discipline yourself. You don't need your wife yelling at you, grounding you, your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother. Nobody should be telling you that you did the wrong thing. If somebody is telling you did the wrong thing, then I'm here to tell you that it's too late. You done already made the mistake. You got to get to a point where you catch yourself. You got to get to a point where you discipline yourself to do it no matter what. Look, I experience different hardships every single day. It's a lot of behind the scenes that you guys don't see that I deal with. But the difference is I have the ability to make it happen. I do not rely on anyone. Now, certain things I do, there's some things I don't do. I'm not a mechanic, so I have to rely on a mechanic. But when it comes to this real estate investment business thing, entrepreneurship, that's what I do. But most importantly, I'm out here teaching the community how to do it as well, because you cannot survive off one or two jobs. Matter of fact, guys, I used to work three jobs from the age 16 all the way to about 23, 24. I bought my first house at 19 years old. I was told I'd be locked up or dead, and I made it happen. And this is the result of it, but it's taken a long time, guys. I've been reading entrepreneurship. I've been hiring mentors for so many years, even while I worked a successful commercial job, at the Pentagon, and I did that renovation there from 2001 all the way to 2010, and it was a beautiful thing. I had a lot of discipline, a lot of structure, um, being held accountable. Managing guys, 30 some guys is a challenge as well. Different floors, so you're running up and down steps, you're checking different areas, you're doing inspections, you're hitting deadlines while everybody else don't want to work overtime. You're working overtime, like literally. Like I was bumping out anywhere from 60 to 80 to 120-hour weeks. That's how crazy it was. They even let me stay there if I wanted to, but that's how hungry you got to be. You got to make it happen, guys. No excuses. You got to be hungry. Last question, Shanna. What would you recommend for someone on the fence about joining the academy?
Just do it. Having somebody with this much experience and knowledge, it's at your fingertips is very good. It's I mean it's important, especially when you think that it's something new to you. It's probably old to him. He's been through it. You know, Ken's been through it. He'll help you. He'll walk you through the process. Just knowing that you have somebody there in your corner to answer questions that you may think is impossible, you know, is good. It's excellent.
I love it. I appreciate all your input. I appreciate all your answers. Again, I'm super proud of you. And like I always say, we're just getting started. Like, this is just the beginning. This is not the end. We got many, many more chapters to come. By the way, guys, I'll have around 2 to 3 books coming out soon. Actively working on that. That's one of my goals for 2022 is to release my biography, but I'm also going to release a couple of educational books. I'm also going to start throwing live events once a month here. I'm still going through the planning process. Either I'll do it on my projects, have you guys out. You'll be required to sign a form, basically releasing any liability to me because I'm not going to have people out and they get hurt on my projects, etc. And then they try to come back and put me in the trick bag and sue me. That's not going to happen. But I am open to throwing live events. I'm open to also, meeting in a clean environment where I teach a skill. For example, it could be about marketing. It could be about setting up a LLC. It could be putting in an offer, on a property. It could be structuring an assisted living. It could be, firearms training. We have a lot of different trainings that we're going to be offering for free out there to the public. My goal is to teach and educate folks. I'm gonna give you so much information that you're gonna have no choice but to say, "Hey, I want you to be my coach, my mentor." Matter of fact, I want you to be my partner, my private money lender. Can you do a joint venture with me? Can you teach me how to raise capital? That's the relationships that I'm pushing for, guys. I can guarantee you, I will give you guys so much information that it will be information overload, and then you're gonna have no choice but to either hire me for that kitchen, hire me for that bathroom, hire me to be a mentor, teach you this, teach you that, and I'm here for you. But understand that our time is the most valuable commodity we have. It took me a long time to learn that, but I was in a dark place years ago, on 5 drugs, drinking a fifth every day, bankruptcy, and I had to pay the price, and that's what I've done. But at the end of the day, I brought a lot of people's dreams to life way before mine did, and now my life is finally starting to happen, and it always has. I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I've been down, and I've done it all over again. And I'm willing at any time to start over again because that's just the way I'm wired. But I'm not going to let it be the end of me. It's not the final chapter, guys. We're just getting started. So, look, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this Wake Up Wednesday with special guest Shanna Bryant. She's out here doing it. You guys need help in real estate. You want to put an offer in on a property. You want to get an investment property. She can help you guys. Even if you need help finding some place to rent, she'll find you a beautiful place. She knows all these zip codes, all the areas. She's very knowledgeable. So take advantage of her. And guys, until next time, remember, life is great. Don't be scared. Let's go. Have a great week, everyone. Stop making excuses and make it happen.